That's the main difference between the two, and we see this because he goes out after the ship, the Ravager ship, with a gun, which doesn't do a lot of damage at first, but then, considering what we see that gun do later, I'm pretty sure that would have ripped the Ravager ship in half. I mean, this is rocket we're talking about here. It might blow up a small moon, you know. By the way, quick aside. At first I was going to write down every time this movie made me laugh. I quickly realized how much of an exercise in futility that would be. Plus, I'm not sure you don't want to hear any of that, right? So, they go to try to rescue them, you know, and then there's this bit where, you know, Quill saves. Quill basically is like, and I like this because it's clear that he is not a bad person, but he doesn't want to do this. This is stupid, and he's just going to get caught by Yondu, and yeah, okay, fine, whatever, fine. I'm just going to go rescue her, fine, whatever. Notice he does call for Yondu first, though. It's not like he is sacrificing himself, per se. It's just he's sacrificing himself to Yondu to save her life. Why do you think he did it? I really would like to know your guys' thoughts, because you notice earlier in the film, he rescues her from Drax and from, you know, the thugs, and here he rescues her from, you know, being spaced by Nebula. Why do you think he did both of these actions? Now, I could believe the earlier action was more because, ooh, she's pretty. But the second action, well, that's a little bit much for a pretty face. I'm not going to give my own answers here. I'm very curious of your guys's. So it'll be interesting to read in the comments section when we get to that. So, Yondu picks him up. He manages to talk his way through Yondu. It's another thing Quill's good at, is talking. That's something that Rocket is incredibly inept at. What if I want something and he has it? Well, then that would be stealing, and that would be illegal. But no, but I want it more than he does. Obviously, I should have it. I want it more. What's the problem here? Yeah. This leads to a scene where the Guardians are all standing around in a circle. And, well, basically, this scene is portrayed completely straight. And you know what? I like that. Call me a sentimental sap, but this scene is just completely serious and completely straight, as all of them are like, alright, look, we've got to stop Ronan. He's going to go kill billions of people. He is a madman and a terrorist, and he needs to die. We have to go stop him. We need to get the stone away from him. And they're all like, okay, yeah, Peter, we can't stop Ronan. You're asking us to die. And what I love about it is, again, and this is played completely straight, Peter just realizes, yeah, I guess I am. And he has no answer to that. He has no solution to that. He has no, you know, of course, it's a worthy cause. He's not Captain America, in other words. He's got charisma, but he's not in the same bracket. He's not like, this is a cause worth fighting and dying for, like we saw in Winter Soldier, where Cap sent out that message to all of the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, and people were just, like, lining up to follow him. It's not the same thing. Instead, there's a simple, forthright honesty of, I don't know how to deal with this, and I can't ask you to do this, so whatever. I don't... And it is Drax who stands up and says, yeah, Drax and Gamora both. You know, I have lived my whole life surrounded by enemies. I'm going to die by my friends. And Drax says, you know, yes, this will be a worthy cause, and you're an honorable warrior, and I will see my wife and daughter again. And Groot, of course, is Groot. I don't know if you're aware of that. And then Rocket's like, yeah, fine, we're all standing, fine, whatever. But this scene, I will admit, hits me in the sentimentals. Because it's all about the core theme of the film. At least what I presume is the core theme. And you know what that theme is? Why? Yeah, we could go and try to be selfish or get things or need money, or maybe we want to go hide in some corner of the galaxy, and maybe survival is a good thing. But the question that is behind every action is the word why. Why are you doing that? And what we see in this scene is each of them has discovered a why that they have not had before. To put it bluntly, it is the theme of family, which has been hammered into our heads in the second film, but it is still there. Why we do this is because of the fact that we're a unit. We're a team. And that's better than trying to go off and try to slink off or escape or just let hundreds of thousands of millions and billions of people die. Why is because it's worth trying, even knowing we're probably gonna fail. Because it's not about, we will succeed. That's hope. No, this is defiance. We're going to go down swinging. And we're going to do it for the right reason. I love that. So, We get to the big action sequence. As usual, I don't have much to say about the big finale action sequence of any given film. The ship field shows up. Yeah. It's an interesting stratagem. I'm not sure what to make of it. You'd think they could have mustered something else, but whatever. Novan Empire, I don't know. Maybe they were like Britain, and they were like, you know what? Let's stop making ships and weapons. It'll be cool. Germany's cool. Yeah. Who's Hitler? Anyways, there's a great scene where Nebula, where Drax is basically being all sentimental. He's like, you are a good friend, and you are a good friend, and you. And Gamora's like, just stop. And then Nebula comes in and just starts insulting and spitting at Nebula, and Drax just shoots her. Nobody talks to my friends like that. My audience cheered at that scene when we were in the theater. So we see the whistle arrow. Yondu has been kind of demonstrated to be a threatening presence, but anytime you have this kind of a threatening presence in a film, you usually need to follow through with why they're so threatening. So Yondu takes out an entire squadron of the Necro dudes by himself, and a ship, with the whistle arrow.